Hi, I thought I would take a quick tour through my recently completed sketchbook. It's taken over a year to finish it, not because I was diligent and working every page really deeply, but just because I did a lot of other things in between. I used several other sketchbooks. This was one that I thought of originally as being kind of my sketchbook journal. It's called a handbook. This thing is from, oh, what's it called? I'll get back to it. I can't remember. Anyway, it's, my little pencil holder. I have a couple of these and they fit so nicely on here, and it means I always have a pen and a pencil with me when I have my sketchbook, and I usually tuck a gummy eraser in there so that I have an eraser too. This sketchbook is a big old mess. It's dirty here. This is from the eraser. But let's get going. This first page, which is pretty awful, but it was done in May of 2024. And it's just a picture of the drive into our favorite little beach town in Stone Harbor. These pages are dedicated pages from that trip. And so they had an octopus at the Wetlands Institute. This is just a page I did in our condo. This is a page I started and didn't finish. I think it might be the most important page in here because it's kind of okay. Just leave it this way. I could go in here. I often think about like gessoing over something like this and then doing something creative or collaging over it, but I just left it as it is. This is from my favorite coffee shop, Coffee Talk, in Stone Harbor, and I love to spend a long while sitting there and drinking an iced coffee and drawing. Here's another page that was sort of random. I was drawing it on the beach. I didn't finish it. And over here, I'm trying to work something out. I think I was showing my daughter what I used to draw like when I was a little kid. Again, another page I could collage over. It's generally, obviously, in chronological order, but there's nothing wrong with going back and doing something fun with it. Some random sketches. This is when I was getting a haircut. This one I did in church. And then I got back to something a little more finished. It's just a day. I went to Giant Eagle and I met this little kid in the neighborhood. I was reading Billy Collins' Poetry 180. This is a page I started to do with just my little line drawings. Didn't get a chance to complete it in a timely way, so I went back in with these cool, I guess, paint pens that I got. This is a piece that I did during and after my book group. Here's another one of those pages. I just added some color to. Had bigger plans. Here's a page that is not like the rest. I was working out some text that I wanted to use on a commission project that I was doing. So I used this for that reason. Here's another weekend drawing excursion. Got these Posca paint markers my friend Sally told me about, and so I did a page with Posca paint markers and quick sticks. Actually, quick sticks are what Sally told me about, and then the Posca markers came shortly thereafter. New art supplies are great. I wanted to play around with some text, and then I was just antsy to draw something, so I threw down some color and did faces. It's Daisy in the background. That's enough out of you. I think it was around Laura Ingalls Wilder's birthday, and sometimes I draw author portraits. This is my my little friend Gregory Elephant getting into the cookie cupboard. In the bookstore. Whoops. In the bookstore some more. Some monsters. Some working out of ideas. A page that I did on the weekend, I think. And this was fun. I did this all with Posca markers. This was a page that I did. I started the day that my daughter Katie got married. These were the shoes I wore. This is Katie's hair from the back. These are my two daughters, Katie and Lila. This was a mug I was drinking coffee out of. And this was back this year in Stone Harbor again. So we've gone a full year at this point in this book. And I just did several pages, several sketchbook pages, which I love to do when I'm on vacation. Again, for the color here, there's a little bit of watercolor, but mostly it's just the Posca markers for color. Did watercolor here. I was making stuff up. Thought I might just draw like a kid. This was one that I might go back and do some collage on. This is a page I did when Carla's cousin Peter came into town and we went to the Rock Hall. So I took some reference photos to do a page later. I started to do a little page of watercolor birds, and there might still be something that I continue to do with this page. The last page in it is a very sketchy ink drawing that I did at my favorite park at North Chagrin Reservation. And then when I got home, I decided just to get very loose and sloppy with watercolor in here and then with colored pencil to not be fussy, just to get something down. The nice thing about these little sketchbooks that I get from Handbook Journal is they have this pocket back here. So this is actually just junk that I put in there because I was in the beach and I didn't want to litter. But you can, sometimes I have stamps back here. Anyway, they're pretty nice. All right, thanks for watching.